What's the best toy ever?
Hi, I'm Jonathan from Gilbert, Arizona.
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Rhett and Link Community, a place to join and create and share and connect. Lots of amazing things are being created over there. We have a lot of renderings of spaghetti fingers and butter hands.
Thank you,
now.
people, for
We're
doing that.
We're featuring those there at the community and at RhettandLink.com. Join and check it out. Have fun.
So we're tackling the weightiest of weighty issues. What is the best toy ever? Thank you for commenting and letting your voice be heard, people. I've written down some of your voices here in text form.
That's convenient.
So first I'm going to talk about...
Did you transcribe voicemails?
No, I just copied and pasted from an email
Comments, though.
that was sent to me that had comments in it
Gotcha.
that actually Jason looked at.
Gotcha.
We look at comments too, though, because they're all special.
Yes, they
And
are.
you're special. Don't think you're not special.
Proceed.
No, one person's still... Okay, now they just switched. They think they're special.
All right.
That
good.
group of people that we're holding out. Okay, so I'm going to go through a couple of these toys. You don't even have to look at this. Just enjoy yourself. A couple of toys
Having a
that
good
people
time.
voted for, and then we're gonna reveal what I think we all know to be the best toy ever.
The best.
The best. Angel667 says, best toy ever, Hot Wheels. Now-
The kind you ride yourself?
Now, Hot Wheels are the little toys, right? But when I read this
not
for the
Big
First
Wheels.
time, I thought Big Wheels.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, big Hot Wheels are the best toy ever because I was thinking Big Wheels.
She means Matchbox cars.
Matchbox toys. Yes. I'm talking like crazy.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Big Wheels, I'm kind of that's my second vote.
Big wheels.
Ham Lover 17 says best toy ever is Nerf guns. You can shoot people legally without any chance of murder. I think there's still a slim chance of murder.
It has happened. My uncle was killed by a Nerf gun.
Oh, sorry to bring that one up then. Jader626 says teddy bears. You can't sleep with a Lego at night when you are sick and having bad dreams.
Well, you could.
Well, I'm just not sure if the standard by which we should judge the greatness of toys is whether or not you can sleep with them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's not where we're going.
My
with
first
this
toy ever was a teddy bear, though.
one. It was
First toy.
stuffed animals to me. I don't even consider them a toy.
Yeah, they're just friends.
But you and the closest thing that you've got to friends. Sarah Lynn said, I'm a child of the 90s, so I'd have to say Tickle Me Elmo. Ha ha, I love that stupid doll. I'm sure it must have drove my parents crazy. P. I think that's like her sticking out her tongue.
Yeah.
I'll read the next one.
Yeah, go for it.
You want to talk about Tickle Me Elmo?
No,
for a while?
I want to talk about the best toy ever.
All right, I'll get through these. In extra 350, the best toy ever, hands down, would be imagination.
This must be a kid who grew up in a
Didn't have
cage.
toys. Not only can you create a toy out of anything using imagination, without imagination, all other toys would be useless. That gives us something to think about.
Yeah, okay.
Kedandunn says the best toy ever is a lightsaber. Until you hit someone, they start to cry, and it's taken away and put on top of the refrigerator.
It must have happened to this person.
Sir Watts gives a great and final argument. A ball. Consider how many hours of our youth we spent playing with or coveting balls. Plus, grown-ups, including Jason's laughing. Come on, man. Were you laughing too?
No, I was just going like this.
Were you laughing inside?
Yeah.
Grown-ups, including some of the best paid grown-ups on the planet, still play with balls.
This is true.
Many sports revolve around some sort of ball.
Yeah, there's people who make a living playing with balls.
All right, the best toy ever, according to the comments, as we move along, Legos. Legos far and away the winner. Miss Wee says, Legos are the best toys, if you don't count iPhones, which is a good point. First Class Digital says the best toy ever is Legos because you can create anything, or any amount of things.
Okay.
Danny and Jackie says Legos because not only is it the possibility of creation endless, but they also have a Lego land, which is pretty freaking awesome.
Now, first of all, just before we move on, I discovered a couple years ago when we went to Legoland with our families.
Yep, which is pretty freaking awesome.
You called it Legoland. Legoland, like Laygo.
I've been trying not to say that because I knew you were going to point this out.
And you're kind of still saying it. It's Lego, like leg. Like I have a leg, and I need to let it go.
I played with Legos as a kid, and I called them Legos.
Like a lay, like Lay go.
Well, no, maybe like the Hawaiian necklace of flowers.
But I hear a lot. It's Legos. It's not Legos. It's Legos.
Jerry Jamal 54
Lego my
says,
ego.
Lego.
Yeah.
He says, everyone is saying Legos, but in Australia, we call it collectively just Lego. Legos, or Legos, is a brand of pasta sauce. Actually, maybe that's what everyone's talking about. No, it's not. We're talking...
Wow.
So in Australia, that's pasta, so you got to call it Lego. So everybody says in the comments, that's the best toy ever. It spans the generations.
Yeah.
You know? As a kid, I play with Legos.
And our kids play with Legos. Yeah, and they're not any less cool than they were. They're not any less engaging than they were back then.
They're more cool and more engaging, I would
And
say.
I mean, now there's the Lego store. There's the Lego Land. We didn't have that. We just had Walmart. We didn't have Walmart. We had Roses. You go to Roses or Brindle's, even Brindle's, and you'd get the Lego thing. And now they've got all the places just dedicated specifically to Legos. Kids are spoiled rotten.
And all the different themes. We didn't have Star Wars Legos like my kids have.
But the great thing about Legos is that anything that exists, any property that exists out there in the world, whether it be Star Wars or Harry Potter or whatever that people are in love with, a franchise, if they work out some kind of legal deal, all of a sudden there could be a Lego representation of that thing. So it's like Legos are so versatile, they piggyback on other amazing things that people are into. You can't do that with the Rubik's Cube.
And it kind of like the Rubik's Cube, it has this illusion of educational value. Oh, my son's going to be an engineer because he's playing with the Legos.
Are you Bill Cosby all of a
You know,
sudden?
I got an engineering degree only because I used to play with the Legos. I'm trying to do it. Hey, Rudy, you want to come play with some Legos? One day you could be a doctor.
That's pretty good, Link.
Yeah.
Let's do that in another video.
It's almost, there's a little Owen Wilson in there too. Hey,
I
Bill
think...
Cosby and Owen Wilson. Oh.
Bill, can I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Phil, can I continue?
Yes.
I think that not only are they so versatile, but you do have this sense that you're accomplishing something. You know, I couldn't...
You build something and say, look at this, I made this.
Yeah, with a Slinky, for instance, which is a popular toy, it's just like you used it for a day and then it got one of those little turns in it.
Kinks in
and
it.
you just like, screw this, and you got rid of it.
The Slinky becomes the Kinkly.
Right, and then with Rubik's Cube, you're like, I'm not a genius, and you just throw it and start using it as something else, right? And
A weapon.
And then, but with Legos, anybody can create anything, and you can accomplish something. And this is where there's, you know, we've already established there's a lot of differences between the two of us. But I think the way that we engaged with Legos as kids highlights a major difference.
I don't even remember you having Legos.
Exactly. I had them, but they were just kind of strewn around my room. And sometimes, like, I never got, like, the packs. And if I was given, like, an actual set,
You ever hand-me-downs from your brother?
I would just, like, take it and create something totally original. This is what my kids do. Like, grandparents buy our kids
Sets.
the set and they never finish them. They might do like one little bag and then they just all get put together and then starts. And he created a Happy Mother's Day Lego thing from my wife. That was pretty awesome, but it was just like completely original. It was like 17 different sets. When I would go over to your house as a kid, you would have like the pristine, like
Spaceships.
everything was perfectly put together and like displayed like next to the box, like catty-cornered to the box. Like, here's the box, here's the Lego set, and here's what it looks like. It was like a store. It was like your house was a Lego store.
But I wouldn't let you touch them.
And they wouldn't even let me play with them.
No.
He was like, no, I've already done that one. No, don't touch that one. I was like,
he
dude,
would
this
break
is for
it.
playing.
Your spaghetti fingers, man. Yeah, you break my stuff. And, you know, with my kids, I wanted to make a point to break the cycle. Because I do recognize there was something wrong with, you know, just building it and putting it on display. Toys are made to be played with, to be touched and destroyed and rebuilt. I never did that. So I actually, when my kids build a set, after they go to sleep at night, I go in there and I dismantle them.
No, you don't.
Well, I have. Some that have been up there a while,
Do they know this?
like on a shelf, I've taken them down and said, oh, they don't need that.
They think the Lego monster comes in there and takes them apart.
They forget about it. That's the point. They don't even know it's there. But the bigger sets, some sets now you can build 3 different things. So I at least make them take it apart. Okay, you've had that one. Now play with it while and do something else with it. And then I've got the big bin that I never had that had all the Legos just thrown in there. And they're supposed to create their own masterpieces.
Yeah.
That then I destroy once they go to sleep.
I like that because it's teaching that. Because first of all, I think there's a compromise. I think that the way that I did it, which was
You didn't even build the set.
I didn't finish the set. So I think kids need the satisfaction of having a plan and a goal and getting through and being able to say, I accomplished this, but not just to put it up on some shelf and just display it. They need to take a picture of it, whatever, to save the memory. They need to take it apart and build something original because they need to learn how to create original things at the same time.
I mean, there's people more extreme than I was as a child. I've heard of parents super gluing these sets together.
I tried that.
You tried what?
With one set about 2 years ago. I told Locke, I was like, I'm tired of these Legos being all over the place. You've got so many extra Legos. Let's build a set and let's glue it as we go. And I got on like page 7 and I did it wrong.
And you glued it wrong?
I totaled the Lego.
You made me spit on myself.
It's like working on a car and like breaking something that you can't fix. It's like I was like, oh, well, let's just.
That's
move
why
on.
they don't give you super glue with the set.
I don't recommend gluing Legos unless you're really good and don't make mistakes.
Well, I think that's funny, but I think it's even more funny that you couldn't even build a set correctly.
Yeah, I couldn't even do it.
You have an engineering degree, just like I do.
I don't have an engineering degree in Legos.
Well, point taken. Okay, let's end this episode. Oh, break out your Legos, people. If you had something sitting on your shelf and it's gathering dust, go in at night when people are sleeping and just, break it apart. Break it apart.
Now, next week, we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a show on location. We'll tell you where we're going to be. We might even get some of you guys to come out and watch. Just depends on how some things fall into place. But we're not going to be asking you to vote on something this week. Just leave a comment about Legos, and then next week, we'll have something very special on Friday.
Rhett is caught in quicksand. Now, we actually went through this
What's that there?
survival tips in a previous episode.
Whoa.
I think you stepped in quicksand.
Whoa!
I meant to tell you.
Hey, I'm dying!
Hey! Remember your own advice.
What is my advice?
You're not supposed to panic.
Oh, I'm getting really scared right now.
You're supposed to back float. Lay on your back.
What are you talking about?
Back. Lay it. Just relax.
What?
Just relax. Have a good weekend.